Well, hello everyone. I am at the south and western southern corner of our property right now, and it's a little windy, so this will be a bit of a test on how the audio works out in these conditions. It's winter, so a lot of leaves are gone off the trees, and I'm going to look back at the school, the Kuhn. You can see in the distance there near the house. The house is just right next to it. Anyway, I want to keep this video short. A question that continues to come up all the time, and you shouldn't feel bad about it. I was inspired to talk about with you on this short video, this walking meditation. The question is karma, and it keeps coming up in many different ways. And what I wanted to say was that I had a little example that I used this morning to explain karma. I often talk about two different types of karma, Ichinen Sanzen, or the 3,000 realms in a single thought moment, versus the karma that we deal with our daily actions. They're really the same, but the difference being you could think of karma, as I tend to refer to it, as just the energy of potential. And when that energy of potential coalesces into a phenomena like you and me, human life, or the life of anything, it then becomes conscious, and that consciousness makes for us as intentional beings. By that I mean beings with intent. And when we have intent, we can affect or influence that nature of form that's being created by karma. So it's like a different aspect of it's not really a different aspect, it's how we influence karma. You can call it your karma, my karma, but it's all karma. And I'm going to turn the camera away from the breeze, and hopefully that'll minimize any noise from it. So the analogy I used this morning was to think of karma as like the ocean, or the oceans, and to think of our lives, our personal connection of karma, as the little waves that cap all over the ocean. You can see all those little waves and crests as separate things, right? But in fact, they're all basically the same thing. They're all water. The ocean is water, all the waves are water, but each single wave is responding to and acting upon in its own way with the ocean. So it's not a perfect analogy, but maybe it's just enough of a clue to kind of indicate the nature of karma. So there tends to be a lot of cultural baggage that's lumped onto this term. A lot of it, especially in the West, because we have this thing about retribution. And it's not just Western, but certainly a lot of philosophy and religion, especially in the West, is somehow centered around this concept of you'll get what's coming to you, and we tend to think of cause and effect like the physics of every action has an equal opposite reaction. That's not the way to think of karma. That's completely obliterating what karma really is. Karma is simply energy. And if there's an effect to an action, It's built into the action. It's immediate. It doesn't come after. It's not a result of. It's an absolute component. It is the same thing, truly. It's like punching a wall. You can say the effect is hurting your hand or making a hole in the wall, but all of those things are the same thing because it comes back to intent. So it's not about your fist or the wall or the damage or the pain or any of that. It's about the intent. That's the karma. I hope that helps. And I'm going to cut this off here because, like I promised, I want to keep these short. And comment on here. Maybe you just want a still video. I just wanted to give you something different to look at, something to contemplate. And I hope to see you again soon. Thank you so much for listening and tuning in.